There are places on Earth where silence feels wrong. Now imagine you're flying over the Great Barrier Reef and you see a catamaran drifting alone. No other boats nearby, no wake, no movement. You get closer, and the boat isn't wrecked, it isn't sinking, it's running. This is the case of KAZ II, Australia's ghost yacht. And the reason it's so haunting isn't because it's supernatural, it's because everything on board looks like life was happening, and then life just stopped. KAZ II wasn't empty when it left shore. 3 men were on board, experienced, capable, excited for the journey. Derek, Des Batten, and brothers James and Peter Tunstead. Friends, not strangers, not a random crew thrown together. They set off along Queensland's coast, heading north, expecting a normal stretch of sailing. No one thought this would become one of Australia's strangest maritime mysteries. Days into the trip, a patrol aircraft spots the catamaran drifting offshore near the Reef. From above, it looks fine. No fire, no broken hull, no distress flare. The rescue helicopter circles the boat, once, twice, and then the report comes in. No one is visible on deck. Not one person moving, not one wave, no signal. Just a boat continuing without its people. When rescuers finally board KAZ II, they expect to find something that explains it. A struggle, a storm's damage, a message. But what they find is worse. Normal. The vessel is in decent condition. And then they notice what shouldn't be possible. The engine is running, in neutral. The navigation electronics are on. The radio is usable. Then they step inside. And the inside feels like walking into a room someone just left, except no one ever comes back. A laptop is open, and the table is set, food and cutlery laid out like lunch was about to happen. Not packed, not abandoned, interrupted. Like the boat is frozen in the exact second the world changed. Search crews launch by air and sea. They scan the water for anything: life jackets, floating gear, debris, a flare, a radio call. But the ocean doesn't return explanations. And here's the part most people don't understand until it's too late. At sea, you can disappear without a sound. No scream carries far, no footprints remain. And if nobody sees you go over, you can be gone without anyone realizing for minutes. And minutes are everything. When this case hit the public, theories spread fast. Pirates, smugglers, something hidden, something violent. Because the human brain hates a blank space. We'd rather believe in a villain than accept a horrible accident. But investigators leaned towards something far more realistic, and honestly, far more frightening. There were signs that something may have demanded attention on board. Reports mentioned damage to a sail. Not the kind of damage that sinks a boat, the kind of damage that pulls someone toward the edge to fix it. And that's where the ocean's simplest trap begins. The boating rule that turns a small mistake into a disaster. If someone goes overboard, the boat doesn't stop. Even a slow drift creates distance fast. Now picture this: quiet water, routine problem, one moment of focus. A line snags, a sail needs handling, someone leans out to deal with it. Man number 1 goes into the water. The next choice is pure instinct. You see your friend in the sea and you jump. Man number 2 goes in to help. Now there are 2 people in the water and the boat is still moving, engine on, wind catching, momentum building. That leaves man number 3 alone on board. And suddenly, he has to do 10 things at once. Keep eyes on both men, control the boat, throw something that floats, turn back without losing them, avoid getting tangled in the same lines that caused the problem. And in that chaos, one slip, one wave, one misstep, man number 3 also goes over. And that's it. 3 men in the water, a boat moving away, and no one left on board to bring it back. This is why KAZ II feels like a horror story. Because the boat doesn't look like a disaster happened. It looks like people simply vanished. The engine can keep running, the electronics can stay on, lunch can stay on the table, and the ocean can still win. Not with drama, with distance. No confirmed final call, no bodies recovered. Just a drifting yacht, alive in every way that doesn't matter. So, what do you think? Was this a tragic chain reaction accident? Or is there a detail here that still doesn't sit right with you? Drop your theory in the comments. I'll pin the best one. Subscribe for more true mysteries.